Yeah, so I got lightning crotch, sciatica, burning skin, tailbone pain, rib pain, just can't breathe in general. My feet hurt, my feet are swelling. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another pregnancy update. So this one is now weeks 25 to 28. I hope I had that right. I'll have to confirm. But I know it's been 4 weeks since I did my last one and I just turned 29 weeks, so that makes sense. But on that note, I cannot believe it's already been 4 weeks since I did my last update. Like I wasn't really intending to have it be a 4-week span, but it just like flew by, which is also weird because we're still in quarantine and I like don't do anything all day. Well, I mean, we take care of a toddler. It's just a weird time, you guys, but we're surviving, we're living, we're doing it. So in terms of pregnancy, let's get on to it because I actually have quite a list, but honestly, sorry, I'm pulling up my list. Honestly, the majority of the list is like pain related. So I'll just jump into that. Like, I'm very uncomfortable and it just like happened like that. Well, I've had various areas of discomfort kind of growing as the weeks have gone by, but I'd say in the last like week, I'm just overall very uncomfortable and I'm kind of nervous about still having like 10 weeks left because things are feeling worse than they did last time. And maybe it's because I'm bigger, like my belly's definitely bigger than my first pregnancy. I've gained more weight than my first pregnancy. I don't know if that's why or what, but things are just hurting a lot more. So let's just go down the list of things that hurt. My ribs, right ribs, his feet are always in my right ribs, which is the same position that Lian was in. It was my right ribs then too. So my ribs are really hurting. My tailbone has really started to hurt, which in my first pregnancy, that started sooner, but now I'm having definite back pain. I've been having like groin pain. It's just like my belly is just hard and like difficult to maneuver. And I've also had lightning crotch. Like I mentioned this in my last update that I'd had, I think like one time of it. It's still not super bad, but there have been times, and he loves to give me lightning crotch like when we're on a walk where it's bad and I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it home because it's like every few steps it's like jab. I've also had some more of the sciatica pain that I like mentioned a little bit in my last update where it like shoots a weird pain like down my thigh. That's been happening more, which again was something that I really didn't experience a whole lot of until later in my pregnancy last time. So like those are all the painful spots the most. Really my back and just hips and just like, oh, feet are starting to hurt like by the end of the day because chasing a toddler, I'm not able to relax as quite as much as I normally would. And by the end of the day, like my body really hurts. My feet hurt. I've even had a little bit of swelling in my feet, which I really didn't have my last pregnancy. So that's all very interesting. Another painful thing, which I did go back and watch my videos last time from my last pregnancy, you guys, you should be proud. This was something I mentioned in the update then, but I didn't quite know what it was, is I have a really painful spot right here. It's like burning skin. And I, in that update in my first pregnancy, thought it was like a irritation kind of from like my bra rubbing or my clothes rubbing, but that wound up lasting my whole pregnancy. And I remember talking to my midwife about it, that it's just from my skin stretching, and I have it again. It's like burns. Like it is kind of like a rash, but it's like on the inside, if that makes sense. So that's another thing that has cropped up in like the last week or two, is the burning skin. Yeah, so I got lightning crotch, sciatica, burning skin, tailbone pain, rib pain, just can't breathe in general. My feet hurt, my feet are swelling, and I still have like 10 weeks to go. So that's concerning. With all the pain and stuff, my sleep has been very disturbed, which sucks. I roll over about 100 times a night and I'm just not that comfortable. I'm also very hot because the weather's starting to warm up and I'm just very big and very hot. One good thing is I talked in my last update about having like acid reflux. That's pretty much gone. I even ate hot Cheetos today and like was fine. I don't really have that at all anymore. I still have not had any heartburn at all, which I was talking about in my first pregnancy around this time, having some heartburn. don't have that this time, so that's great. Something I also mentioned in my last pregnancy, not my last update, but my last pregnancy around this time, was that I was having like tingly hands and like tingling legs and stuff, which I guess is normal. I looked it up back then or asked my midwife, I don't remember. And I don't have that at all this time that I've noticed, or maybe I just have been too busy to notice, but I don't think I have those things this time. Baby is wild and crazy, lots of visible movements. He's very, very busy and he gets hiccups all the time, like Lian. So I don't think I started feeling hiccups until in the past 4 weeks. And some of them are so strong that they're visible. I can actually see the hiccups happening through my belly. So he hiccups a lot and he wiggles a lot and he loves to be up in my ribs. The only other symptom is I have a new craving. So last time it was whipped cream, which I'm still into in my whipped cream. But this time it is cucumbers with salt and ranch. Like, I'm not even like, I'm such a sweets person in general, especially this pregnancy. And then all of a sudden I'm like craving this vegetable like insane. It's really funny. Pregnancy is weird because in my first pregnancy, I didn't have any like really distinct cravings where it was like, I need this. And in this pregnancy, I've had like 4 and they keep changing. So I'm curious if I'm gonna have another one before I give birth or if cucumbers is gonna be like the last one. Also orange juice mixed with like flavored bubble water. We call it my orange juice spritzers. It's kind of like a virgin mimosa. Been all about those, which is really weird because I don't normally even really like orange juice. So that's strange. So I've had a lot of cravings this pregnancy compared to the last one. Oh, my skin. My skin is finally like going back to normal. Like I still have a little bit, I mostly have marks from where the acne was. I'm still getting like a little pimple here and there, but it's nothing like it was for pretty much the majority of the pregnancy. And like my skin is finally going back to normal. Hallelujah. Okay, so last time I talked about how in the next update I would have had my glucose test for gestational diabetes. I was really excited that I got to do the 1 hour. I did do that and I passed, which was really exciting because for one, I did not want to go do the 3 hour, and for two, I did not want to have to change my diet, honestly. So I passed, that was great. I got some other lab work done, my thyroid, I got my iron levels checked and all that, and like everything was absolutely perfect, which is amazing to me because my thyroid, I have hypothyroidism. For anyone who doesn't know, like my thyroid does not work properly. I am on medication, and pregnancy can really throw off your thyroid. My first pregnancy, my thyroid was like all over the place. I had to change my medication all the time. It took like 9 months postpartum to like get it right, and it has not changed once throughout pregnancy. It has not changed since I changed it like 9 months postpartum, which is really interesting because the only thing that I have changed myself since then is switching to a non-toxic lifestyle, like getting rid of the chemicals in my home, not using products with fragrance. You guys know, like I'm very into non-toxic chemical-free products. Ever since I switched those out, my thyroid has not changed. My medication has stayed the same. And saying that in pregnancy is like insane. So I was really happy to see that my thyroid levels were great and everything else was like really good. Everything was like picture perfect. So that's amazing. I did have a midwife appointment. I'd put on a few more pounds. I'm already more than I've gained with Lian, but that's fine. I'm going to definitely continue to gain more, I think, because they say now at this point, now that I'm in my 3rd trimester, they gain like a ½ pound a week. Curious to see when I give birth. I honestly think I'll be early again. I went up in my 38th week. 38 and 4 is when I actually gave birth with Lian. I kind of think I'm gonna go around 38 again. We'll have to see. I'm not prepared whatsoever. We haven't bought anything. Well, we thankfully have like a lot of hand-me-downs from Lian and like his stuff, but we're not really ready yet. So I need to like start thinking about that. Also, back to my midwife appointment. It was weird because that was the first time I had gone when things like really got cracked down with coronavirus. It was a weird experience. But everything is going well. I got my Rhogam shot because I am Rh negative. So I got that. And she said like at this point in pregnancy, normally you would come back sooner, but because of everything going on, she said to make my appointment for 4 weeks. And because my pregnancy is so like picture perfect, and my last one was too, that we might just do a like video or call appointment depending on how things are going, because like they're trying to avoid having people come in, you know, which is fine because I don't have anything weird going on and he's so busy. I know he's in there. And I think that was everything at the midwife appointment. So now it's just like getting through these last 10 weeks and trying not to die of discomfort. And I'm a little worried about taking care of Lian as I get even bigger and more uncomfortable, because it's hard to keep up with him, but I'll do what I have to do. And I think that's everything for this video. I'll show you my belly. It's freaking big, stretched, sore. Yeah, so let's look at my belly. My belly button is like large and in charge. It's big. Okay, so that's gonna be it for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram because I'm there a lot more than I'm here. Okay, bye. Check this lining. That makes me look a little pale. I am pale, let's be honest, because I haven't left my house in 100 years. Okay, 10 hours later I'm back. I got distracted, and you'd think I would learn to clear footage before I start because I always run out, but I didn't. Okay, so